talk about it. Yeah, we gon' talk about it. Yeah, we gon' talk about it. Yeah, we gon' talk about it. We gon' laugh about it. If the group about it, with the truth about it. Whether you're on your phone or your desktop screen, you're watching Conversations with the Joneses.
So you're here, Dad.
I'm here. I'm here. This is I can honestly say, as far as I know, this is probably 5 years in the making.
5 years in the
About that
making.
much. We started talking about it, and it just grew and it grew and it grew, and man, coming across the states was amazing. It was amazing.
It was. I had a good time. Had some hard moments.
Man, I
you
was,
know.
I was just about to say that. I know y'all had some tough times.
Yeah.
Had some. Dang.
I just wish I was there. You know, wish. I'm sure Rick probably wishes the same.
I do not.
Yeah. 'Cause where would you have sat? Where would I have
I get
sat?
that. I get that.
Just taking up space.
For real.
But I wish I was there for the experience. I love the travel.
Nope.
How in the world could we have figured that out? I mean, it would have been amazing, but I mean, Olivia sat in a seat that if Trey or I had to sit in that seat,
Man, it would have took y'all so much longer to get here.
it would have been horrible. It would have been horrible.
Yeah, it was-
So she was a trooper.
I'm telling you.
I got claustrophobic for her.
Yeah, like
I
there's-
did. I did.
There's zero way that I wanted to be on that trip.
And most of the time she was awake.
Yeah.
That is the deliriousness, whatever the word is.
I tried, and I even talked to Trey. I think it was on like our first stop. I said, "Man, we've got to get her to be involved. Let's tell her to take some pictures. We need some scenery. We need some footage. You know." So then she livened up and she did that for a little while. That got boring, and she went back to just delirium. It's like, man, she's trying to find herself. Man, it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful to watch.
When you say she's trying to find herself, in what like capacity? What do you mean?
Okay, so, and this is not to speak ill on anybody, but living with mom, it's all serious. When she came here, she discovered laughter. She discovered that we laugh. And then from there, she discovered that we each all had our own individual crazy personality. So then she began to look. She began to look for hers. She has come up with some crazy stuff. And then she thinks to herself, that probably didn't work.
For real? That probably didn't work.
Yeah, she's bold though. I mean, she's getting there, you know.
She comes. She brings it.
She has a great voice. She can sing.
I knew it.
She can.
Oh, yeah.
And she was at one point playing the ukulele, right? Well, she sent me
She's had her
videos.
hands on and off of stringed instruments.
Yeah.
I bought her a really nice rhythm guitar, and she played it for a little bit and kind of just stuck it in the closet. She's got the ability.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She got the hand size too.
She's got that electric guitar in there. I want to see what it sounds like on my amp.
What is it? Doesn't matter. It's about the player, but
it's a Strat knockoff.
yeah.
Yeah, like a Target Strat.
You
It's
held
got the
on
same
to it?
body. Yeah.
How's the action? Mountain high or what?
No,
Oh,
it's fine.
that's good.
I mean,
Now,
I don't know.
when you say mountain high, let's for the viewers, what do you mean?
So you see how close his strings are to the fret? Do you know what the fret is?
The fret
Yeah.
for you who don't.
You see how close they are?
Right.
That's good action because they're close.
Good action. All right.
But-
So what's a mountain high? Because
If they're far off,
Yeah, they're
Of the
far off,
fret.
man. That is so uncomfortable.
So if they're far off of the fret,
Yes.
is there a hesitation in the connection?
You have to press hard. You're pressing harder.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you're using more of
energy.
that middle area here. This, where my tattoo is, you're using more of that.
You see,
That hurts.
for those of you who didn't know, you just have been educated on what a mountain high guitar is. Thank you, Evan, for that.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you so much.
These are American Jones Tellies behind us.
I love this thing.
They call us the Telly Boys in Punta Gorda.
Telly.
Right
No one has ever called us that.
No.
No one but us. Like, what's the point in having technology and having this many gigaboots if your phone it comes up with a storage message every 5 minutes.
Man,
Yeah.
It's like I just deleted everything off my phone.
you don't have any space left.
Watch.
Man,
It is.
I hope I do.
It's crushing.
I had to delete all the audio stuff, so the audio went with it with the sorry ass music video.
Hold on. The only thing that was sorry, that music video was awesome. That wrinkled shirt, that was about it.
Mine, right?
Yeah, and you knew that.
Yeah. I don't. It wasn't.
What else?
I was just gonna say I couldn't even iron that shirt.
Yeah.
It's the texture.
Yeah.
Man, look here.
Whatever.
Guys, I was going to say invest in, but take that one. I've got a steamer that is the bomb. I can ball my stuff up and take it out and hang it on a hanger and plug that steamer in, put some water in it, man. It's like it came from the cleaners. So please,
Does it knock out like funk too?
does not knock out funk.
I knew someone who worked at the cleaners. There is no point in taking it to the cleaners because they put it in the washing machine, and then they
steam it.
steam it. After they dry it,
Wow.
and they do the if you select starch,
Right.
then they'll iron it.
Yeah.
And somebody's gonna try to debunk this in the comments.
Just so you know, you've been
No, that's not how it works these days.
There's a new technology.
Yeah, AI handles it. Talking about AI.
God, look, I'll be the first to admit it. I have no patience for AI. I've got none.
Wow.
And I even know that I'm talking to a machine, and I will still cuss that machine.
Orders with the name Richard. Do you want to use the same name for this order?
Yes,
Pay by phone.
and I'd like to pay by phone. I forgot that's what they call me for.
Thanks for ordering. It should be ready in 13 to 30 minutes. Please pay it at the store. Should I save this order as your favorite?
I would like to pay by phone.
Thanks for letting me take your order. Goodbye.
AI like a son of a gun.
With 5 being highest, please use the keyboard to rate your order.
1. Well, wait, let me put 0.
Please tell us what we could have done to improve your experience.
Gave me a human.
Finish speaking, press pound. Or
When
just
you
say no.
finish speaking, slap shit at you.
I will still cuss that machine out.
I want to shout out Rick for putting us all on the CapCut because CapCut has made my life
Real talk.
so much easier.
I was trying to figure out a way to not give you credit.
Man,
But yeah, man, I can't get around that.
I'm snap at the finger now. I could just edit anything like my shorts.
Man,
I put on more shorts now. It is the best. There is AI in that.
I typed into ChatGPT, how do I have a conversation with myself face to face? And of course, they knew what I was talking about.
Isn't
They
that
said,
crazy?
"You idiot! This is how you." Went along with
pretty
it.
much.
Really, right?
Like,
But-
it's scary.
Really, it's the same. It's like it's just the first part of it, right? It's just having this stay in one place.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
It has to be an even photo.
That's
So
the
then
main thing. And
you
your
split the
lighting.
screen. And your what?
Your lighting.
Your lighting.
If you look
yeah,
closely,
that's true.
my videos,
No, I
you see
didn't.
that
I didn't.
straight line.
See, I didn't notice that. I didn't
But-
notice that. But that's cool.
on your second video, you
With the cross.
you were able to.
Do you know why? Because I was watching the video, and if you look, there's traffic going, but there's a pole there. The traffic stops at the pole. There's two different. So there's semis going, and it just gets smaller. It doesn't. It doesn't pass through.
Whatever, man.
No, I've never seen it.
So I put a cross there.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't see it.
So it's basically what do you call that? It's a distraction. It takes your eyes off
Yes,
the actual
off of what's-
Yeah.
Man, talking about distract. Anyways,
yeah.
this whole Diddy thing's a distraction.
Yeah, it is.
What's up?
Bro, I just said that on Threads. Somebody posted something about it. I was like, yo, this is just a distraction, guys.
Yeah, it
Please
is.
stop.
It's a distraction. Anything that the media makes huge that's actually true is a distraction.
Yep, it is.
So that they can make their little moves under the table.
Yeah.
And they're
There's other
making
things
a lot of
going on.
moves under the table, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Just a note, North Carolina is the #1 lithium producer in the world.
Which means
They're going to mine all the lithium out of there. Lithium is what makes our phones, the batteries, the the storage cases that are in there, all that stuff. That's what these little kids are dying over in Africa, mining the lithium. And that's all I have to say. I just want to make that note.
but now
It kind of makes you think,
now you have to explain
Why?
that
That
you said
matters.
that. Why,
Okay.
yeah.
So now the government, after they just manipulated the weather, in my opinion, my humble opinion,
Miami, where researchers are creating their own storms in a state-of-the-art lab. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. This tank gives scientists and the rest of us a view no one has ever had before. What a hurricane's power looks like at water level as it storms ashore. In just 2 minutes, scientists here can take calm waters and turn them into a monster hurricane.
and they demolished all these houses, they can now go in and offer these landowners,
Land owners or land donors?
well, they might as well be donors now. They're gonna ask to buy the land at pennies, basically. Something that will just get the people out of the situation that they're in, like next to nothing. And then they can go down and they can mine the lithium, the government, and then they can profit off of it.
Now, how are they profiting? What is the benefit of
That's
them
what
getting lithium?
They can control the demand of the lithium now. Whenever they can control the demand of anything, which they do for everything, which is why people are struggling, they can raise the price, they can print money.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it gets dangerous.
So for
Right
us-
now, the people, the landowners, are in control of the lithium.
You think that's what the elites are doing while we're worried about Diddy?
We just sent, it's the last note I have on this because I could go on and on. We just sent $95 billion over to Ukraine. Okay, just like in the last 3 days. One government organization, charity government organization, just donated $750 per family
That's it.
for the North Carolinians.
That's it.
They're not going to make it off of that.
You know what I'm saying though?
That's crazy.
$95 billion spread out amongst families in Ukraine.
They're not even.
Way more money. Do the math. Ukraine is small. It's the size of like Florida. Do the math.
Anyways, man.
Where we are now versus when I was a kid and watching things and thinking what the progression of things are. And like I think you and I were talking about, all of a sudden here comes 2000.
I'm sorry.
Here comes the year 2000.
Rick thinks he is cute. Oh my gosh. My gosh.
You feel me?
I'm listening to you and I'm seeing him fix himself.
See what I'm saying? I was looking past him and I could see him over here climbing.
Cute.
But no, over these years, going from being a kid to being, a young adult to going into adulthood and familyhood and all that stuff, and watching the changes in society. And then when 2000 came, everybody, here comes the end of the world, only to find out, no, it wasn't. It was significant change coming. And then here, now we're talking about COVID and these fires all over the world and smoking people. I mean, all of those were distractions. Every single one of them.
I've been.
I gotta tell you, I have not laughed so much in my life. In fact, Olivia said this, and it honestly brought tears to my eyes. She says, "Dad, you remember this? I've never seen you this happy." We were in the kitchen clowning, and Trey said something, man, I laughed so hard I almost started running. And Olivia's eyes just bugged out of her head. And she kind of took it in. And then she goes, "Dad, I have never seen you this happy." I said, "Baby, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it."
Yeah.
Well, we've been waiting on, man.
Yeah.
Been waiting on it, man. The energy is amazing.
Yes.
We gotta feed that.
I have a question. What if the world just collapses tomorrow?
I'm good.
What does that mean? What
For
do you mean
me?
you're good?
46 years of working my
I'm not saying you be dead.
no.
You have to survive with nothing. Well, you have to survive with what you have right now. No electricity, no storage of water. You had to just bunker it out.
Man, it would be
Wouldn't it be an?
an adjustment, but it'd be amazing.
But what
would
are you
be-
gonna eat? That all stores are closed. Everything is done.
Stores are closed, but
But the food's still there.
And where's the
still in
food?
there.
You got
In the
food.
stores.
Where? The food. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Until the food runs out in the store, we're good. I'm robbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
at
okay.
that
we're
point-
gonna loot. Okay.
So it's
Yeah, because the
it's-
government.
Yeah.
Government's. Yeah. Forget the
it's
government.
anarchy at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Right,
It's
right.
Walking Dead at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And someone asked me, "Do you think that people would come together? Or do you think that people would turn against each other if anarchy hit?"
It won't matter after a while.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, you know what? I think I would end up fighting somebody. I'm taking everything
Eventually,
you have.
absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
I'm killing them.
Yeah.
It's gonna come. It would come to that point if things don't get better.
If things don't get better,
You know, if there's not more supplies. We like to get a little deep.
Man, we thinking about getting a dog, man. Yesterday we just like went on this thought path. We're thinking about, so we want to start with just a mid-sized dog because we live in a in the apartment and we just want a mid-sized dog right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a border collie or a Dalmatian. She loves both. Man, them dogs are so smart. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm reading, what these dogs do. Border collies herd.
Amazing.
There's no reason why we shouldn't get
Yeah.
a border collie. So yeah, we just been talking about different dogs and what mid-sized dogs we would like in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
border collies herd, but you know what that means, right?
they have to be active.
They're full of energy.
Energy.
So I was, how we love dogs, man.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about because I'm reading it and it's saying that they love to be included in family chores, bro. Immediately started laughing because all I could think about is how dogs love your
Affirmations.
Your affirmations.
Affirmation.
They love it. So I
Yeah.
can just see I started dying. I'm like, man, I could see this dog out in the yard just doing work to get adoration.
There are videos of Australian shepherds,
Man.
doing laundry, like the simple parts. So there's a lady who posted something very well edited. My dog does the simple things, like put the dirty clothes into the washer. She won't let the dog put the clean clothes,
Right.
Put the dirty clothes into the washer. Grab the basket and bring the basket over. Put it where the dryer is. Do small stuff like that.
Those dogs are like $3,000.
I know, man.
They're amazing though.
They are.
It's so inbred. I think I told the story. I've got a buddy I used to work with in garbage. He had took like a 3-day trip to go pick one up. So it's just a puppy.
I would do that.
So he's driving this sucker back across not country, but however many states it was. And they came up on a herd of cattle and some other stuff going on, and the dog is going bananas in the car.
Makes sense.
And so he decides he's going to get out of the car and let him use the bathroom or whatever. Man, that dog got loose, ran down, I don't know how many acres into this dude's farm, and started herding these cattle. So he gets down there and he's like, here comes this guy. He doesn't know if the guy's gonna flip out on him or what. But the guy comes out and he goes, I'm so sorry. I pulled up and she was barking and da-da-da-da. And she just took off. He says, man, she's doing what she knows.
Yeah, man. It's
Never,
just innate.
Never, ever did it before. But she automatically knew.
It's innate.
This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
crazy.
That's so
It's
cool.
insane.
I love dogs.
Yeah.
What type of dog you thinking about getting? We were all talking about.
Probably another boxer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Those are some funny dogs.
Y'all remember Ali?
Yeah, Ali was awesome.
Ali was such a good dog.
Energetic, man.
Such
The
a good
thing
dog.
about it this time, man, I want to be able to afford training often.
Yeah.
Like classes so that, you know what I'm saying, we can
Yeah.
have things on demand, like, yo, here or
Right.
whatever it is. I just want them to be respectful of
Yeah.
other people and stuff. Everybody
Yeah.
don't like dogs.
I'm a big dog person. I like big dogs, and they don't
Oh, yeah.
last as long. But man, I
Great Danes.
Well, not even Great Danes, because Great Danes don't have the strong look. Man, I like things like Bull Mastiff.
The Mastiff. Yeah.
And what I really like is a Cane Corso.
It's not Cane. Kane.
Oh, man, look here.
Yeah, those things are huge.
They are.
Big, man.
You can't, man, the dude had this dog tied to a car. And he set his food like 10 feet from him. That dude got up and walked that car down to his food.
Man, that's awesome. I'll do anything for this.
They are protective.
They are.
And if
Very
you don't
bad.
get, I was reading about them yesterday. If you don't get them trained earlier with people and other animals, bro, they'll never. That you will be the only person that they rock with, and that's scary.
They're so big that other animals don't understand their power. And so
They're
a friend of
beautiful
mine-
dogs.
A friend of mine had this little, Heinz 57 dog who thought she ran the show, and she was a female. And my buddy's got this big, I think that dog was like 180 pounds, 175 pounds, huge. And she had nerve to try to just she's gonna bowl him over. She ran her chest into him. This dude didn't move.
Of course.
It was like, and she kind of got that look like, I had to try.
Didn't look at him directly.
Dogs are the best.
They are, man.
Man, they are crazy.
Dog with the
Can't believe that.
Oh, I know what you done. Some dogs do.
niggas' feet, bro, were flat.
That's
Flat feet. That man was in a curtsy.
Put that paw down, sound like somebody was clapping. Man, oh man.
So y'all gonna get one next? What dog would y'all get if y'all could get a dog in this apartment?
It wouldn't be anything that big.
I mean, you could get a mid-size still too.
yeah. What would you guys consider a mid-size, a boxer mid-size? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's not a Dalmatian is.
Dalmatians are
Dalmatian
mid-size.
boxers are kind of, they get about the same height.
The Dalmatian and the boxer get the same height?
Roughly, but I
Bro,
think the
but the
Dalmatian is
Dalmatian's a
not
little
as
bit-
heavy.
Really?
Dalmatian
Boxers
is not
are,
as heavy.
are chest
Yeah,
heavy, man.
chest heavy.
Some little ass back legs.
Yeah, they are.
So
They are.
Dalmatians
Man, for real.
Dalmatians
no
are-
butt.
No, but man, y'all remember Ali, man. But the Dalmatian, bro, isn't that a Great Dane?
So no.
Oh,
A Great Dane is a Great Dane with them spots.
man.
Dalmatians are their own.
You seen them in person though?
Oh, yeah.
Them Great Dane Dalmatians,
Yeah,
spotted
man.
Great Danes.
There is actually
huge, bro.
When we
They're
used
bigger
to live
than
in-
normal.
When we used to live in Oregon at the seaside spot, there was a friend that lived down the street from there. He had 2 Great Danes. One was spotted.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Yeah, they're pretty big.
They are huge.
And that confused me. I was like, dang, I didn't know the Dalmatian gets that big.
I was in a
Yeah.
bus. I was in a bus, pulled up on a light, and there's this little car sitting on the light. And you know, when you look into a car and you see a pattern of sorts, sometimes you don't know what the pattern is and you try
Yeah.
to make it out. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking, you know, and it just looks like a blanket of some kind, but it was moving. And so I'm looking at the spots.
This story out. we can hear the background.
Yeah, we can hear the
I didn't mean
background.
to say it like that. But we can hear the TV. Yeah, we'll just edit this story out.
Just take it right on out of there. But bottom line is that it was a Great Dane. And he covered the entire back seat. He was spotted. I didn't even know what it was until that sucker blinked.
I don't like that.
Man, he was huge.
They don't really last long. They're
They
about
don't.
8
They
years
don't.
because their
About.
hips.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 years?
Yeah. I mean, mid-sized dogs, they probably last
12.
longer.
Yeah.
I know the dog that you talked a lot about,
Border
Blue Heelers.
Man, those are
Blue Heelers.
awesome dogs.
I knew one that lived to be 18. And
Yeah.
he was the old as dirt, but the dude was still around.
Yeah. Blue Heelers are actually called Australian cattle dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking, man, I'm telling you, I went on a rampage. I was looking up every dog last night. Well, the mid-sized dogs. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's really what we are aimed at getting.
Yeah.
She likes the Blue Heeler as well.
Very smart.
They
Yeah,
do.
thick hair too.
Yeah, man.
It's like thick.
Do you guys
Short
remember?
hair.
Do you remember what it looked like at the turnabout where they had the Lewis and Clark statue in Seaside.
Ooh, man.
You remember that turnabout right there in front of
in front of the hotel.
the hotel?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
The big Lewis and Clark, and they got the dog sitting there.
Is that a healer?
Remember how far down that when you go to the edge and you look down onto the beach to the water?
Yeah.
My ex-sister-in-law had a blue healer named Elvis.
You're not joking.
Elvis, they would put Elvis out in the sand and tell him to sit. He would sit and wait till they went up to the top and stand up there. And her husband, Gene, would whistle to that dude. He'd get a running start. Man, that dude would hit that wall, and he hit it 2 times. And by the time he hit it the second time, he would stretch like this. And Gene would catch him by the collar.
Wow.
And I mean, this has got to be 12, maybe 15 feet in the air.
Man.
I was blown away. I was like, what kind of power?
But so
Serious.
Crazy.
Malinois were the same way.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
They are crazy.
Man, those dogs are strong.
Is that the beigeish color?
That's
They look
the
like German Shepherds.
athletic German Shepherds. So German Shepherds have hip dysplasia.
Yeah.
Where they have lower hips.
Yeah.
But the Malinois, an athletic, lean, really good looking dog.
Yeah.
It is, man.
But they climb trees, jump
Wow.
fences.
Wow.
Those dogs obey like army.
Yeah. Those are the dogs that they're using for jumping out of planes now because they're lighter than German Shepherds. And that's what the heck is that dog's name again?
Jericho?
Jericho.
Yeah.
That's what Jericho used to do. Wow, Or did a couple times.
My biggest thing is, I know for me, I've always been creative, and I knew that there was some kind of barrier between my creativity and my actually bringing it to life. So Trey and I were having that conversation before he made the trip to come and drive with me. I have all the ability in the world right here to make that happen. And then when it gets to the actual implementation, I'm lost. So I was telling him, how do we overcome that? He's going to walk me through, and probably you guys will be doing the same thing. He's going to let me do the editing and stand behind me and walk me through so I can get an understanding, because I'm a hands-on person. You can tell me something 1,000,000 times. As soon as I do it, I've got it. And I mean, might have to twerk it here and there, but I've got it for the most part.
Oh, man, didn't even say tweak. Yeah, we might have to twerk it.
I was hoping y'all didn't catch that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think we all know what you mean. Yeah.
No, that's the story we can come up with. This guy, man, it's just he's an amazing white guy, but he made a mistake in a hood full of niggas.
Is this a skit?
Oh no.
Oh, this is a real thing?
Man. This is a white chocolate dude I used to work with. Oh, man. The dude had handles, man. He could
he could play.
Oh, he could move a ball around the court like you wouldn't believe. And he came out. I brought him out because I wanted these guys to see this dude play. And so they were like, yeah, white chocolate. Damn, man, your handles. And everybody else is all black. So, you know, they're joking around. Man, nigga, please. Everybody's doing a nigga, please here and there, right?
Uh-oh.
This nigga's excited because everybody likes him. He's sitting around kind of chuckling with everybody. Nervous as hell. Out of nowhere, Glenn something, I don't know what the dude's name was. He goes, look here, white chocolate man, you got handles, man. Nigger, please. Man, a hush. I'm talking about a hush fell
All
over
around the court.
And people started rising up off of picnic benches. I'm like, yo, man, come on. You know he didn't mean to do this in tears.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't me, say.
He was really trying to fit in, man.
Trying to fit in.
Yeah.
It was, oh my God.
And he was balling, playing,
And he was balling.
Yeah.
You know, that word, man,
What word?
it's nigga, or even, well, nigga. I'll say nigga. It doesn't, like when white people say it around me, like I don't feel like a man,
Yeah.
why are you like what are you saying that for?
on that same note, the only way I feel some type of way is if there's other black people around who make a big deal out of it.
Yes.
And it's like, well, y'all are making me feel weird, black people, because you looking at me like I'm supposed to be offended.
Yeah.
And then if it's just only like a white dude and white people around, I'm not offended, but in my mind, I'm like, see, I don't know.
The dynamic.
You know what I mean?
Yes, bro.
So they have made this so difficult
To be neutral about it.
Yeah, they made this so difficult that I'm just like, man, I'm going to call the glass that. I'm going to call. Everybody can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. I feel that 100%.
It's like,
Most importantly, we're not offended.
we're not
Right.
offended at all.
Absolutely.
Now you drop the ER. That's a little like it's gonna make me turn my head a little bit, but like nigga, I don't feel like what people like black people want you to feel. I don't feel that, oh man, how you let your boy do that, dog? How you bro, because
You
he's my
better-
boy.
Yeah.
It's just not really that serious, huh?
You better watch your back, nigga.
Yeah. Now that in that context, it's so scary. Watch your back, nigga boy.
You in the right part of town. Yes, sir.
Smith Warden.
Man.
You better watch your back, nigga boy.
Nigga boy.
You ain't never felt no force like me, boy.
Shut up, nigga. Like that's just different.
I was telling Trey, I think it would be so hilarious to create some content where white people are slaves and we're the actual,
But calling them nigga.
doing the whole
Man.
The only thing that's different is that they're
Get
the
off
slaves.
the boat, boy.
Man.
I think it would be hilarious.
Man.
I think it would too, but
It would.
What white people would do that? Like who would even act that way?
We'd have to trick people into doing it.
Yeah.
Just be like, get off the boat, nigga. I'm just playing, but we got to record it.
You cut that part out.
No, I'm good. I'm just playing. Cut that out.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
that gummy. That would be funny.
Yeah. I've never attempted to create content. Whole new ball game for me.
Right.
But what I have known almost all of my young adult into now life is that I'm a creator. I can write anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Trey and I were talking. I forget what grade it was, but we pulled a scenario out of a hat, and each one of us had to write on the scenario. We were like 4th or 5th grade. And all mine said was a little boy got hit by a car. And I wrote a whole story around it in minutes. So my mind just goes to it. So I know it feels almost like a superpower. And I can come back on a story or an idea and run with it.
I'm not even trying to, because no one did this for anybody, but your superpower is telling stories. Man,
If you notice, and I've noticed this more, I mean, you guys have probably noticed, and I haven't stopped you because that's how you get your whatever across. Mm-hmm. Everything that you say comes with a story. That I have made it a point to be like, I don't know if it's everything. So I asked you one question, and everything after that was the answer to the question and then a story that came with it.
you tell stories, man.
That is a superpower. Man.
It really is.
And that's really weird because I've never thought about the telling of the story as much as creating the story.
But that's the thing. You'll tell a story that may not be funny to others, right? But then you can tweak it in your brain to how you want to deliver that story. That's the superpower. Delivering it, and it's like, man, that junk was hilarious, man. Like you'll add things to it that you know, just put a little something in it.
You read something on AI the other day, and before he started reading it, something that he asked AI to come up with some funny scenario. Before he started reading it, in my mind, I was like, it's not going to be funny because AI wrote it. But Dad put 2 voices to it. He put 2 voices to it right away. And I was like, okay, this could work.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a superpower. Delivery.
I appreciate that because I hadn't really thought about that angle of it. It's just I know that all I need is a nugget.
That's it. You will give back a mile.
I will give you a paved road with that nugget.
Yeah.
That is the superpower.
It is
One
man.
seed.
So not so much the telling of this.
the creation.
Creating
It's
of
the
it, but
telling.
the telling of this.
Your delivery on things, it's like, man, that was funny. And if somebody else had said it, it would have been like, oh, I get you. But you'll say it, and it'll be like, that nigga is funny, man. Like
That's
dang.
why you can write stories so easily because you can create them so quickly.
Yeah. Dude, Empty Hearts. I gotta say again.
Shout out.
Wow.
Empty Hearts is on Amazon.
Is it?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's on Kindle.
What do
yeah.
y'all think about this idea? Dad having a camera looking down over a book with his hands, him reading, and his hands flipping the pages.
Yes.
Each day
Yes.
is a chapter. Like each post is like a chapter or something, or 7 pages that he reads. And people just follow along.
Yes. Absolutely. With your voice, with
Bro,
your speaking voice.
that is a golden idea.
Yeah, and yes.
Just
yes.
think about all the people that, man, I saw this dude yesterday on Instagram. He posted him doing a math problem. He is a tutor for some university, and he teaches people how to do trigonometry. And I know how to do some of the stuff now. It is so boring, but he has thousands of views.
Yeah.
It's like that you can do anything.
Yeah.
In his content.
It is, yeah. And just the consistency, that's all. Because it just picks up more people as you post more.
And that was,
You're just picking up more people.
Trey asked me the other day, he's like, man, how come you stop doing your the things you were doing? And I said, man, I ran out of stuff to say.
Yeah.
And that was the most honest thing. I just ran out of stuff
And that,
to
yeah.
say because I was really talking to myself a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Literally, I was talking to me about things that were going on in my life a lot of the time. And I ran out of stuff to say.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful healing, though. That I mean, you to reflect and speak on your reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was
and to
saying-
run out of stuff to say, I think, is pretty good.
Yeah. But he was saying, because I was super consistent with it, but
Yeah.
he was saying, come at it a different angle.
Yeah.
You know, just, what'd you say? If you fill up a cup with water, you can drink it. But I don't care what you do. Just stupid stuff. But it's like,
Yeah, yeah. It's a different angle. It
you
is.
dialed on a phone, you can make a call. But I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
While you're doing whatever you're doing in the house.
Yeah, they say that. You know?
Yeah, yeah. They say that.
Stringing your guitar from your low string to the high string is the best way to do it. But remember, I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
Just obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
People
Anything.
hang on the cliff.
And
of,
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
care what you do.
They loved
They-
the slogan or whatever it was at the end.
Yeah.
It's quick, bro.
And it was great. I told you that, Rick. That thing was awesome.
Passed that on to so many coworkers, man, and I mean, they immediately passed it on to other people.
But what's
That's hilarious.
crazy about it is that it started off as a joke. I literally went out there and I said, the first one I did, and I left it. No music, nothing. I was like, yeah, somebody told me to tell you you're doing a great job, but it wasn't me, so I don't care what you do. And I literally left, and I was like, man, that was funny. But man, that stuck, and I got to get back to doing something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. But I was just saying that because of the word consistency. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you stay consistent with whatever it is, you will start to see a following.
One of the other ideas we're thinking about doing is going back to Empty Hearts, man. I was telling Trey, I think in a very similar way that Country Wayne does his thing that he does, I'm going to start taking my books that I started with the short stories, and I'm going to start putting them into 5-minute segments and just do them out over the thing. And the only thing now is to throw around the idea, where do we get people to act them out, or do I just read them?
I think you should read
You should read it for now, yeah. Because
You should
you get other people involved, you got to pay somebody.
Dad, I'm telling you, There have been people on Instagram who have gotten all kinds of deals because of whatever they're doing to promote. Not even promote. Remember the dude in 2020? He was skateboarding and he was drinking the cranberry stuff, and they were playing that
Yes.
Fleetwood Mac song.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, he got sponsored by Ocean Spray. For what?
Yeah, for what? Skateboarding and drinking at the same time.
And you use your voice, man. I'm telling you, whoever hears it, they pick it up. I'm telling you, you could get paid.
I don't know how many people have heard us talk together in a room or in a setting where all of us are talking at the same time. But these voices they're distinctive voices. We're all our own person. But if you're not careful and you're not really listening, you're going to think, I've listened to my son just the other day, and I'm asking myself, when did I record that?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was me. And he
That
said,
is so awesome.
He said, that's me. I was wondering because I don't even remember the words.
Yeah, when did I record? That's so awesome.
But you know, I can't say it enough. You are going to hear these voices do some stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean from being stupid to flat out real information and real truth.
Yeah.
And my nose are running.
Nose. Who used to say that? One of us, right?
One of you guys used to say, my nose are running.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like Fernard.
Yes, it does. Is that a new
my
one?
God. He said that in the living room today.
Did I say? Is that a new one?
You had something when I came out of the bedroom. I said, what is it? I said, is that a something? You said, no, it's a new one. I repeated it immediately. It's a new one. Man, I can't tell you how many years you've been saying that.
That's funny.
hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Well, is that good?
Yeah.
Time to eat.
Yeah.
I think Hayes brought some food.
Conversations with the Joneses.